As the election nears, I know that Justin Trudeau will try to spread misinformation and stoke fear.
Pushing back against what could be an ugly election campaign, Conservative leader Andrew Scheer is trying to gain the upper hand over Justin Trudeau.
While he focuses on a campaign of fear and smear, I will focus on making sure you have the services that you need.
Scheer pledges in letters to all the premiers that if elected, he would continue to increase health and social transfer payments by at least 3% every year. Further details still have to be spelled out, but as soon as the Conservative strategy was announced, Scheer received a letter of his own. Finance Minister Bill Morneau writes, under the Liberals, healthcare funding would in fact rise by 4.1%. and says Scheer's 3% increase amounts to a $1.5 billion cut. Then Morneau draws a comparison to Ontario Premier Doug Ford, stating, "You may write letters and make promises now and during the election campaign, but Canadians know that you will make painful cuts." After Morneau's letter, Scheer responded on Twitter, accusing the Liberals of lying and promising to maintain the current formula. Regardless, this expert would like to see a bigger commitment.
3% only covers the population growth and the inflation, but it doesn't contain the growth of real services.
The intent of the announcement was to distance himself from the Ontario Premier, but the Liberals are keeping the comparison front and centre.
Doug Ford made the same empty promises, then turned around and cut health care, public health, and so much more.
I think it's a product of the Liberal campaign not being able to label Andrew Scheer.
Meanwhile, the Conservatives are attacking on a different front.
I think for the Scheer campaign, this has to be a referendum on the Prime Minister and on his record.
But that's not the only record Scheer will be running against if the Liberals continue to invoke Ford's name. Olivia Stefanovich, CBC News, Ottawa.